Yes, y'all know what it is, man. It's the Ern and Iso show. If you don't know now, you know. We back at it. Listen, man, we coming to the year's end. This is the last week before the year ending. You know what I'm saying, actually. So hopefully, I mean, you got all your affairs in order. You know how it is in the culture, how we do. Make sure you cook some greens, all your clothes is washed, and you at least have $1 in your pocket. Don't go into the year broke. That's what Big Mama always told me, man. But without further ado, let's get into the pot. The way we get into the pot, man. How was your week? How was your weekend?
Everything was lovely, man.
Your Christmas week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't complain, man. Thank y'all for all the love, know what I mean? All the plays, all the views. You've been doing phenomenal lately. And man, we just appreciate y'all, man. Really do appreciate y'all, man. And I really ain't got no complaints, man. Everything went smooth. I had it, you know what I mean? I got through the episode, the expansion team episode without my bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm hearing that the majority of y'all was cool with the episode. You know what I mean? Got a couple complaints. You know what I mean? It was a solo episode. I do what I had to do.
Right.
But now I mean, I got more love than complaints, so that's cool. So other than that, man, I ain't got nothing to complain about, man. Everything looking good, man.
That's what's up, man. As it should be. I mean, first and foremost, man, if you're new here, we ask you like, rate, review, share, subscribe, all of those small things that show you appreciate the big things that we do, man. And if you guys saw the last Friday's episode, you know what I mean? Is this a double down from that?
No, we just gonna get into it. Go ahead, man. We gonna get into it. The sign say walk with me because now I'm saying this one
walk with me.
Now I mean this is another one for the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? It's another one for the barbershop since y'all wanted to come at my neck about what I said. Let me break things down. You know what I mean? Because how soon we forget. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Yo, this how mad you have motherfuckers. Motherfuckers was like, why you hating on the Wu? I was like, yo, I'm looking at this, I'm reading, I'm like, I had to type back like, where my man say he hated him though? Cause he said he ain't fuck with it. So that's hate? Yo, so we gotta like everything that come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was a fun episode, man, and I'm saying, and the weird thing about it is that we coming up on the end. I don't even know if from ISO end, but from my end, I mean, I'm seeing more and more comments. You know what I'm saying? At a time where we weren't able to see certain comments, I'm seeing more and more comments. I'm able to engage with y'all. We got to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's showing you that, you know what I mean? We getting so many that something's breaking through.
Right.
You're not going to be able to hold that back.
Yeah. Because we get more and more comments that come through. You know what I'm saying?
So they let me know how well we doing.
Right.
Because you're getting so many that you can't block them all.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We getting the love, you know what I'm saying? A couple people, you know what I mean, that you know, the disinterest, but it is what it is. I appreciate everything, you know what I mean? Because that was a fun episode, man. And you ready for me to toss it to you so you can run with it, man?
Oh yeah.
All right, I mean, go ahead, because you know I'm observing and I'm walking with you too, like the people is. I'm dying to hear where you gonna take us.
Yeah, because that's why this was called protect your neck, because I gotta protect my neck because y'all coming at my neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
About what I said, for one.
You know what? Let me apologize to you too as my brother. That thumbnail artwork I put out, that was just intentions to grab y'all and make y'all come to the drink. No way did my man ever say he don't fuck with the Wu. But I knew if y'all saw some shit like that, y'all would have flocked to it.
Yeah.
Like, it worked. That's what it was.
Made y'all click on it. Yeah. So made y'all click on it, because that's why we have views. When I woke up, we already had a gang of views.
Right. I'm like, yo, they going.
You know what I'm saying? And then I said, hold on. This cover art is crazy. Because, you know, I don't do none of that. That's all. The administrative thing, all that is him. I mean, I just record.
Yeah.
So I don't see the cover art, none of that, until it come out, just like y'all. Right. It ain't like I see anything beforehand. Once I record, that's it. I don't hear it again until y'all hear it. I hear it the same time y'all hear it. So, and see everything. So, but at this point, it was what it was.
It was what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was what it was. Like I said, now this is another episode dedicated to the barbershop, but this one we call Protect Your Neck, because y'all coming at my neck. I got to protect my neck.
Definitely.
Know what I mean? So I got to break some things down, you know what I'm saying? And explain what's going on. For one, I'm not hating on the Wu. I said I did not like Protect Your Neck when Protect Your Neck first came out.
Right.
I didn't automatically just jump on it.
Right.
I didn't. You know what I mean? For one, we was like 12.
Yeah.
So, cause some of y'all older than us. Some of y'all probably teenagers or goddamn 20 years old. Bro, we was like 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I said, I wasn't in love with the first one. First joint was Protect Your Neck. If I remember correctly, the second one was Method Man, M-E-T-H-O-D Man.
It was, you're right.
That's where I listened. You know what I mean? That's what caught my attention from them. Because remember, this is 1993. You know what I mean? 93. I got some of the albums right here because I'm not crazy. Y'all just made me look like I'm crazy. Like that's the only thing that came out. And that was just the craziest thing. Bro, Onyx came out that year.
So you, what was Onyx's first joint that came out that?
Back the fuck up. Throw your guns.
So you was more you fuck with that over Protect Your Neck?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my
Just
shit.
ask the question.
Listen, Throw Your Guns was my shit. That and like I said, now I mean we skip over Slam because Slam, I never liked Slam. Slam did what it had to do for them, but I didn't like Slam. My shit was Throw Your Guns and the other joint Shifty. You know what I mean? That was my shit.
Shifty, grunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Low down, gritty, and grimy.
Yeah.
That was my shit. Know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, my other shit was Black Moon was out there.
Yeah, it was.
Who Got the Props? Know what I mean? Was my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sorry if I just didn't drop everything else and just act like this shit was the end all be all. Like I said, it's not dissing the Wu. We love the Wu. But the first song, remind you, I was like fucking 12.
Yeah.
Weren't even in high school yet. We still in like fucking junior high school, like middle school. If I think back to then, we only maybe had 93, when that shit dropped, we was in like 6th grade.
Right.
6th grade.
Yeah.
Not even high school, 6th grade.
Yeah.
That shit was middle school, dog.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I didn't just automatically jump on that. I had shit that I was into. That Onyx shit had me. The Black Moon shit had me too. And then another people, know what I'm saying? I think I'm not mistaken, the 93 Till Infinity joint was out back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my shit.
Shout out to them, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Then another group that I rocked with that probably don't get enough love, Lords of the Underground.
Okay.
Lords of the Underground was my shit.
I mean, but you can love all of them, and just because you love Protect Your Neck don't mean that you love them any less.
No, but I just, fam, I'm explaining. What are you talking? I'm explaining. You throw me off already. I'm explaining why everybody's looking at me like, everybody's talking like it's just it's just unreal that you just didn't jump on that song like it wasn't other hot shit out. Like I was into other shit. Okay, this joint is all right. Now I mean, like I said, when the second joint came out, Method Man came out with Method Man. That's when I started, damn, this joint crazy. First joint was okay to me. Throw Your Gun, I think Throw Your Guns was out. If I'm mistaken, Who Got the Props was out. 93 to Infinity was out. Lords of the Underground was out. Y'all acting like it was just absolutely nothing else out, and then the Wu came. No other shit out. And that was the time, and then we talking about a time where y'all was still worrying about the Chronic, and then Snoop came out with Doggy Style. So really, it was East Coast people really on listening to West Coast stuff. I ain't gonna lie, Gin and Juice was my joint from Snoop. You know what I mean? So I don't know where all this come from. Like, and there's a whole bunch of stuff probably in between that I'm like forgetting. I mean, songs that I liked or whatever that I'm forgetting. Okay, it's not like everybody. It's just that was out, and then that was just the end all be all. No, it was joints that it was joints that was my shit. Throw Your Guns was my shit. Who Got the Props was my shit. okay, that shit didn't just come and just leapfrog over that and become my new favorite thing like how it did for some people. That's all. That's all it is. It was other shit out. You know what I'm saying? It was other shit out, dog. It was the 90s, man. It was other shit. It was all kinds of shit out. I'm acting like, that's like, that shit like blow your mind that you just didn't jump, like I just didn't jump on that. Like it wasn't other shit out too.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing during that time too.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
No, that shit took a while. That shit took a minute. It didn't just come and just blow. It didn't just come and just blow. You know what I mean? So that's so that's basically where I'm at with it. For one, I was goddamn 12. Two, I had songs that I liked more. That shit just didn't come out and then it just automatically just went to number one for me. The number one thing for me. Like I said, then when the Method Man joint came out, then that was my shit. That's what I was rocked at. So I remember having a discussion with my man back then. My man, shout out to my man Demetrius, he used to live up the street from me on 17th Street. You know what I mean? Wherever he at, I hope he alive and well. And that was back when the box was out. Mm-hmm. I remember having the discussion with him. Mind you, we kids. I'm like, yeah, we was talking about the Protect Your Neck joint. We talking about the Method Man joint. I said, the first joint, it was okay, but this Method Man joint is crazy. That's my favorite joint right now. I remember having that conversation with him when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's all it is, man. Y'all motherfuckers in y'all feelings about some shit from fucking 30 goddamn years ago. God damn. Yeah, y'all be all right, man.
The time frame don't mean nothing to us, though. Time frame don't mean nothing.
I mean, y'all be all right, though. But damn.
I mean,
like I ruined y'all childhood with that. Was Christmas canceled? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Y'all was hurt.
Yeah, that shit was good because that was a wild statement though.
That was a wild statement. I didn't jump on it the way a lot of other people just, that's just the new indoor beat. Like I said, it was other shit that I was already listening to.
But the same shit that you listened, we had that.
And then there was one song at the time with other people. I was listening to people whole albums. All right, the indoor, I just didn't drop everything I listened to to say the one song was just the new indoor be all. Sometimes I'm listening to people whole albums.
Right.
Like back then, I was listening. My people had me listen to like Public Enemy and stuff like that. Like I was a person who was like, this one song is just better than everything else we just been listening to. Nah. So what the? I don't know what y'all expect. I say I love the one song. Like I said, I love the Wu. I just did. And I'm gonna keep Protect Your Neck is probably one of my least favorite songs from the Wu. It is what it is.
That's a wild statement too.
It's one of my least favorite songs.
They got a lot of shit to say that that's the least favorite song. The introductory song to them for us, that's the least favorite.
That's probably the least favorite song of all the songs everybody's probably going to think about. Okay, all right, and everybody came out and they probably came out with videos and all that. Okay. That's probably my least favorite one.
The least favorite singles that came out. I got you. All right.
Y'all motherfucker, get the fuck out y'all feelings, man.
It's not that we in our feelings though.
It is. Y'all is in y'all feelings because people acting like it's just so out of this goddamn world that somebody else don't gotta think like everybody else and feel like everybody else at the time. Now, if y'all motherfuckers probably might not even like that shit, but then you just went along to get along.
That could be
because
true.
I remember other kids that didn't like that shit. They just didn't like. I just didn't like that one when it came out. I would listen to other stuff. Like I said, that was the time Onyx was out. I was listening to Lords of the Underground. I was listening to Black Moon. I was listening to it was stuff out. Know what I mean? And then let me go back to this. When I said I wasn't necessarily feeling ain't nothing but a G thing the way everybody else was. My favorite joint from Dre and Snoop was Deep Cover. That's to today, that's my shit. So that was the record I liked. So I didn't jump on ain't nothing like a G thing the way everybody else did. Then my shit was Deep Cover. That's all it is. It's not upsetting y'all life in no kind of way. Y'all niggas get a grip, man. It's all right, get a grip. Act like I'm saying, yo, I never liked the Wu-Tang Clan at all. Never liked nothing they did. Like I ain't spent a bunch of money on goddamn Wu-Tang albums and them Clan member albums. I done spent my money on this shit. I'm talking about back when you not stream shit, when you bought the shit.
Right.
I still got CDs to this day. Cassette tapes to this day. When you bought the shit. You went to the store and bought it. Still got them. You know what I mean? I can remember when their second album came out. I can remember that day like it was yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't... Niggas upset. Yo, you shouldn't. Yo, some things need to be...
Best unsaid.
Best unsaid. The fuck you mean? What you mean?
Some things is best unsaid.
Yo, I love y'all, but y'all gotta get life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's alright. It's probably something each and every one of y'all listen to. It's probably something everybody else loved that y'all don't like. That y'all didn't like.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that.
Okay. Mine just so happened to be that one. That song.
I feel you. You know what I mean? I was trying to think why would you not like that song, but then you fuck with Onyx Drink.
Man, fam, don't think that deep into it, man.
I'm just saying.
Don't think that deep into it. I just didn't, and that's what it is.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm
saying? That's what it is. It was fucking 32 or whatever fucking years ago, or 31 years ago.
Yeah.
Don't think that deep into it.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That was a banger to me. I've never been. See, you always to me been the I've never been like an album buying type of motherfucker. I always just buy mixtapes. I've never been like an album buying type motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain shit like album wise I might not know or I might skip over. And I ain't gonna front. When that joint came out, that shit was I fuck with it to me. I wanted to look up the joint. I don't know why this joint. Well, you know, this is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a fucking encyclopedia that fans wrote. It just don't even say Method Man was a single from that joint. It was Protect Your Neck, Cream, then Can It Be All So Simple? Why the fucking singles come out so late? Protect Your Neck 92, then Cream 94. Why would that be 2 years after that? They would already been on another album by then. But yeah. That's what's up though. You know what I mean? To me, it was just to see that many motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, on one group that was doing it like that. That shit was different to me. You know what I mean?
We know all that. I just didn't.
I feel you.
I just wasn't fucking with the first song.
I feel you.
As much as everybody else was. I didn't hate the song, but I just didn't. I just wasn't jumping all up like how everybody was jumping up. Yo, who all the dudes in the video with all the guys in the one video? Okay. You know what I mean? All right. John was okay to me.
Was it me knowing you, and this is just, you don't even gotta answer the question. I'm just being devil's advocate for the people. Was it because so many people liked it? Because sometimes you be anti. You don't fuck with shit because a lot of motherfuckers fuck with it.
No,
sometimes you be anti.
No, I just flat out I just didn't like it as much as the other shit that I was already listening to. That's all it was.
Cause you was kind of on the motherfucking Outkast before East Coast motherfuckers was fucking with Outkast.
Yeah, that's because a friend of mine put me on the Outkast. Now I mean, a friend of mine put me on the Outkast. I seen the video, and like I said, you know what I mean. I just whatever came on, I gave it a listen. And then my man had their album and let me listen to their album. Like, all right, these cool. You know what I mean? They from Atlanta, but they dress like us. They wear polo. They wore these Rodgers jerseys.
Well, yeah, big boy did.
You know what I'm saying? No, back when they first came out, I think 3000 was wearing regular. He was wearing polo and all that stuff too. He's wearing the same stuff. Go back and check out when they first came out. You know what I mean? Then he switched the style up. They was wearing the same stuff people wore in Philly. They was wearing Nikes and jerseys and polo stuff when they first came out. They just down like, okay, they dress like us, the music sound good, they just down south dudes. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it was, man. You know what I mean? Ain't the end of the world, man. Y'all be all right.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, Muddy Waters 2 just came out. You know what I mean? Shout out to Redman. You know what I mean? That's a all right, Jank. You know what I mean?
Like I said, gravitate towards Onyx. When Black Moon first came out with the props was my shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and it was just some other stuff out, man. It was, I mean, I was just listening to all kinds of stuff. So, like I said, the one song just didn't just grab me the way it just grabbed everybody, and everybody was like just on it. Just wasn't. I wasn't on it till the second joint came through. Method Man joint came out. Then I said, okay. Then everything after that was, to me, was dope. That's all it is, man.
I got you.
I mean, that's all it is. But I did go back and start listening to some of the music. I went back and listened to the Mate's first album.
Classic shit.
I mean, I went back and listened to that. I listened to the first one
can
and the second one.
Can we say, well, it wouldn't be the compilation album because it was like him and a gang of motherfuckers. Was that Mace and Diddy's album together?
Harlem World?
Yeah.
No, because Diddy wasn't all over the joint.
No, a lot of those tracks.
Diddy. We talking about Mace's first album, not Diddy joint. Mace joint.
Yeah.
Diddy wasn't on. Go back, man. Go look it up. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So you said you went back and checked it out. So what about it? You know what I mean? Or you just mentioned the fact that you went up, you just checked it out.
I went back and I checked it out, man. Listen. He had the singles he needed on there.
Yeah, he had the intro, Puff's intro.
He had a lot of guest
appearances. He had Do You Want to Get It featuring Puff Daddy. He had Will They Die For You featuring Puff Daddy. Look At Me featuring Puff Daddy. That's what I'm saying. Puff was on a lot of these fucking tracks, yo.
And then same time.
I mean, like, Puff was on a lot of these fucking. That's why I say, like, was it like a him and a Puff joint? Puff, like, this nigga rap like I wouldn't rap if I was a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, let me do some.
I mean, yeah, they doing what they had to do, man.
Yeah,
Big was gone.
Jealous Guys, Puff was on that. It say just 112, but he didn't rap. He spoke on that joint. You know what I'm saying?
So listen, man. You had to step up at the time. Like I said, Bad Boy didn't have a whole bunch of artists. So you lose your biggest artist. now I gotta.
You don't think Bad Boy had a lot of artists? I always thought Bad Boy had a lot of artists. Not just art. They didn't have a lot of rap artists. But like, they had like, Bad Boy, when you think about the motherfuckers that came through Bad Boy, they had a lot of people come through Bad Boy.
You talking about, when did this come out?
This Harlem World came out, it's just 97.
Okay. How many people did they have in 97?
Oh man,
because Craig Mack was probably already going.
Yeah,
Big was going. So you talking about you probably had Mace, 112,
Faith,
Total, Faith, Black Rob, because Black Rob had just joined when Big passed, but he wasn't out yet. Know what I mean? I ain't even heard of Black Rob. Not I mean yet.
True, right.
So you talking about a handful of people.
Yeah,
and your biggest person is going at that point.
In the 90s, you're right. Faith, Mace, 112, Total, The Locks.
Yeah, and The Locks.
Carl Thomas.
No, what year did Carl Thomas come out? Because
97.
He came out in 97.
Yes.
His album came out.
Yes.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got more R&B motherfuckers than rappers.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right about that. I agree with you on that. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah. Shit, at that time, you know what I mean? Hell yeah.
So if we started, we was dominating rap, and then your biggest rapper is going.
This you don't say Shine was part of the label at that time too. I don't think Shine 97. I don't think Shine was there in 97. Was Shine there in 97? You probably know more than me.
I don't think, if I can remember correctly, I don't think Shine got signed until, when did Shine get signed? Maybe like 99 or something like that?
Yeah, it was something like
98 or something like that?
Because when Shine came along, the Locks was already gone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was like it was all shifty and all that. But, yeah, he followed the formula. The album did what he had to do.
Yeah, it did.
So,
kept the doors open for Bad Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kept the doors open for Bad Boy. Shit, makes himself credit himself for, like, you know what I mean? Pinning a lot of things that kept the lights on that Bad Boy.
Listen, man, you gotta be a team player.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Shit, he kept the lights on that Bad Boy, definitely.
This is what I wanna talk about. Now, I love Dame Dash, right?
Mm-hmm. Shout out
give a lot of knowledge, give a lot of game.
Yeah.
But he's saying that, you know, Jay was writing for Bleak. Now, even if that is true, because we taking Dame's word for it. Why say that though?
I think he was asked a question on that.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, but you asked for, but then it just came. This come. I'm like, yo, don't. Now that to me is something that remain unsaid because I probably would have just kept that with me. You know what I'm saying?
You would have?
I would have just kept that to myself.
Nah, I would have said something. I just feel like because every time they want to say something about Dame, they say whatever they want to say. You know what I mean? If it's asked a question or not. Understand that's chatty patty shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but see, with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Uncle Ben. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, even though it don't seem fair, certain people understand that Dame is in the space of still being the boss, even though there's no longer like that company is no longer like together.
Right.
You still in the boss's position, and sometimes you got to take them hits, and you may not say something because that would be more damaging than what anything people are gonna say about Dame. You know what I'm saying?
But what would be the nice thing to say if somebody would come to you like, do you think Bleak reached his max potential, and why not? If you think not, what would be the nice thing to say? Like, nah, you know what I mean? Bleak did what he had to do. No, for one, the shit is done, so he can answer the question how he truthfully feel.
Yeah, you can, but then it'd be like, yo, Yeah, because Jay was writing the shit.
Yeah, that's why he said when Jay retired, Bleak retired too.
So I was like,
but even
that's just me. I wouldn't have said that.
But Bleak told us that. Bleak told us, you know what I mean, coming of age, Jay wrote the whole shit, right? He told us that.
When did he say? I ain't hear that.
You ain't never hear that shit?
No.
Yeah, Bleak said that. He said, coming of age, Jay wrote the whole shit.
Oh, you talking about the song?
The song.
Oh yeah, the song because the song was meant to be done with Shaheem.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, he wrote the whole jank. So it's not like a fallacy that it's not like hard for us to grasp the reality.
But the same, but the way Dame's saying is like he just wrote for him all the time, and damn near all the stuff came. That's what I was saying. Like, damn, he wrote for. Know what I mean? When you say he wrote, like he more wrote. Oh no, I already knew that he wrote that song already because Jay already had that song. Mm-hmm. I mean, he already had that song. So yeah, so that right there, good man. Know what I mean? I don't know, man. But at the same time, I'm not in that position where people just keep saying something about you.
Right.
And then at the time, like, yeah. And
you've been quiet. I ain't gonna front. Y'all go check out that interview. You know what I mean? I think Dialogue did that joint. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit, Dame took the high road. Like a lot of things we finding out now, Dame could have been exposed to shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He kept his mouth shut the whole time and everybody taking jabs at him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at him about that shit. Like, in reality, it kind of shows us, because I think I asked you that question too. And, you know, we not privy to the information. We just going to go off of hypothetically what we believe, right? So you would think like, well, yeah, I mean, maybe Bleak it was a lot of pressure put on him. Now, after you start to hear certain things, it's like, maybe he just didn't have it in him to want to be that guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so that was kind of crazy. That was a good interview though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I mean at this point, I mean we're at the point now, okay, we can just go back and revisit that. Let me ask you a question. So now I don't mean to cut you off though, real quick. Because everybody keeps saying that Beans went back to Jay after Dame, you know what I mean, was fucking with him. I don't remember a point where Beans went back to Jay. Because remember when Beans' last album, was it the last album? When Beans was locked up, that last album came out on Dame Dash Music Group. So in my head, I'm like, he was with Dame when he was locked up. But everybody, like, I was going through the comments, everybody was like, yeah, but even I think we put out a joint and the comments was like, yeah, that's because Beans went back to Jay. When was that time? Maybe that was behind the scenes we didn't know. And he went back to talking to him or communicating with him or trying to do something with him. Yeah. Because it got to be something that the public don't know. Right. So maybe he just like, well, you know, I was trying to mess with him, but then he came out here and he's kept in contact with Jay or went back to try to Jay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You're right. I just thought maybe you would, because I was like, yeah, because it's a time that I don't remember that neither. Yeah. I don't remember the time we didn't either, unless that was something behind the scenes that only they know that. I guess he tried to get back with him, or maybe he tried to. I don't know. Yeah. Because you're right. I didn't hear nothing about that. Right. Me neither. I keep seeing them comments pop up though, but I'm like, when did that happen? Yeah. So I don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. So now because you asked me the question, do I think Bleak reached his potential? So now with that coming out, you got to ask the question. I mean, we here now. You got to ask the question. Yeah, did he just reach his potential? Because you saying it, but the way Dame made it seem to me, the way I was thinking, like, was it the one time he wrote for him, or was it he wrote for him a lot? It had to be multiple times. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not mad about that because Big did that for the people that he rolled with. Yes, he did. You're right. No, you're right. You are right. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So. Yeah. And we kind of overlooked that. No, ain't nothing over. No, I'm saying when we compared the two, like we always look at Bleak like, damn, it was shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? because now that Dame released the information that, because I ain't gonna front. That's the only song that I ever thought that Jay wrote for him. I didn't think like, yeah, Jay wrote that joint. That one song was the one song that I was probably in my head like, oh, all right, he wrote that joint for you, and then whatever. You know what I'm saying? Until Dame released it that he was writing multiple songs. Multiple could be 2 or 3. It don't mean that he wrote a whole album worth of songs. But the way that we view him with the knowledge that we know, we never like looked at C's like that.
No, because C's came out of his own mouth with just, I was his little homie, and he just used it as a hustle. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna write your shit. But C's had no problem coming out saying my own mouth like, no, Big wrote that shit. Now I mean that verse that you love for me, Players Anthem, Big wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Crush on You. I mean, Cam wrote that shit. If I'm not mistaken, Cam wrote that joint.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but C's ain't never had no problem saying that.
True.
And you accepted C's for who he was. If the music was dope, we not looking at him the same way Bleak, because Jay looked at him as this is the heir apparent. You know what I'm saying? Right after me is him.
Right.
So you held him in a different regard than C's. You know what I'm saying? C's already let you know. Listen, this is my big homie. I didn't rap. He wrote it for me. And then to tell you the truth, for a nigga that don't rap, he damn sure delivered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He could deliver for somebody that don't write his own rhymes right too much.
Right.
And he had no problem letting you know. No, Big wrote that. Big was writing the rhymes then. And then when I did Crush on You, Cam wrote the joint. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So he just came out and didn't have no problem saying it. We didn't have no problem accepting that from him.
Right.
But if you getting set up to be, no, right after me is him. You know what I mean? He the heir to the throne. New, improved Jay-Z.
Right. Put all that pressure on him.
So, but you know, it may have been a thing where Jay might have looked at it and said, well, Big did that for his crew, so I may not be able to mind writing some of his rhymes. It worked for Big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Big did what he had to do to get his crew over the hump. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so.
Yeah, I feel you. It's damn near feel weird. That's why hip hop feel weird, because it's none of these like subsidiary groups that's labels that I know of. Because I'm not going like that don't exist. I'm not really like tapped into the younger, you know what I mean? To know like what's the subsidiary group. Like it's not like before we had those like the Bad Boys, the Rockefellers, the No Limits. You know what I mean? We had all these like not like the main joints like the fucking Def Jam. You know what I'm saying?
No, because that came. You have TDE.
Right.
You have QC. You got Yo Gotti, which is CMG, right?
Yeah.
And you had Gucci with 1017.
Right. But didn't Gucci just release everybody?
He released damn near everybody except for like I think for I think except Pooh and like I think Fujiano or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fujiano. I think Pooh and Fujiano is still with him. I think Fujiano's still locked up, I think. And Pooh. So I mean, of course you ain't gonna let them go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show, because if you let other people go, they are free to still do the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I understand Gucci like, no, I'm gonna hold on to my people that's locked up. That way you still, because they ain't like I can let them. They out the will and deal and negotiate and be able to go record and all that. So I can understand that move. But at the same time, other than that's why we gotta give. To me, you gotta give. Everybody look at other people as running or having better labels or running it better. But P was the only person that was able to do it with that many people and stay consistent with a lot of people. Now, I'm pretty sure some of them people might have been disgruntled or whatever. It might have been issues because you running a business. It's going to be, everybody not going to be happy all the time. But to have that many artists and a lot of them people drop, that was amazing. You got to give Master P credit for that because a lot of other labels, they were successful, but they only had a few artists.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because from what we hear, Cash Money before like the rest of the country, like the rest of us, the mainstream people, like people that's not from the South and all that, heard of Cash Money. I heard that they downsized. I heard there was way more people on Cash Money before we ever heard of them. I'm talking the mainstream people, like we East Coast. You know what I mean? We here in Philly, so before we ever heard of them, they downsized. If I remember the story correctly. So Master P was probably the only person that did it like with a lot more people, a bigger roster of people.
Right.
Most people, their success came from a handful of people.
Right.
Remember, you had how many labels you had back then?
Back then?
You see what I'm saying?
It's great. We only named a handful of them. You still had Murder Inc., you still had So Def. We only named a handful of motherfuckers. Like that shit went on and on.
You had Rap a Lot.
Right.
You had Suave House. You had Slip and Slide. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of people.
Right. Yeah, you had a gang. You had a gang of just those small niche, you know what I'm saying? Not niche. Those small subsidiary, you know what I mean, labels. You know what I mean? And now everything is like the mainstream. Like I'm not gonna say everything because you named the couple of ones, but before that shit was endless.
Yeah, but see what's gonna have to happen. What's gonna happen is, I think it's gonna be a rebirth for that because it's gonna be artists that need the help and the guidance, but it's gonna be best fit for them to be with somebody who runs a label, not just signed to a big ass company, and then you just lost in the goddamn sauce. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It would probably benefit some people to be signed to a label, to whereas, all right, these are the artists, and then would be around somebody who got knowledge of the business who can treat you like you are a priority.
Right.
Not you just signed to a label and you a rapper, but they got fucking pop stars and rock stars and they got goddamn jazz and they got people doing goddamn folk music and they got all kinds of people in this damn company. You may not be no priority. You know what I mean? So I think it do need to be a rebirth for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the hip hop label might need to make a comeback. Because right now you got QC and TDE, like, you know what I mean? But yeah. And then I don't know if a lot of people are willing to try to put that. I'm talking about the label ran by the person that is executive first.
Mm-hmm.
Then they might want to be an artist. Executive first, then if they want to be an artist, or a person that's just an executive and they don't rap and they don't sing at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Of that, like the Irv Gotti type, the Dame Dash type. Like I don't rap.
Right.
This is what I do. Not that I rap and then I sign people.
Right.
No, this is all I do. So.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think you might be right because I think it's gonna come a point where you see record labels start to sign podcasters. I do think that's gonna become a thing. You know what I mean? Record labels are gonna start to sign podcasters. Just, you know what I mean? Because it's one way to break your artists. You know what I mean? To get your artist exposure and podcasters. If you get, you know what I mean, advertised, that's money that's just continuously coming in from a show, and the show got an advertising deal. So I do think that, you know what I mean, podcasters may start to get signed by, you know what I mean, record labels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, Ern and Iso, welcome to Death Row.
Yeah, hell. You know what I'm saying? The row is back. That shit'd be crazy, dog.
You know what I mean? Saying the death row chains on. Like,
dog.
Yo, welcome to death row.
Can you imagine, like, just imagine that shit for back in the day. And you have a fucking podcast signed to a joint. They interviewing like a rival motherfucker and shit. That shit'd be crazy. I mean, because that shit, I do think that's what happened, though.
Gonna hit him with the West Coast joint. Like, listen, you know, after this, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we gonna line up the face. You know what I mean? Go to the back. Like, what's my man that be on the internet? Like, no, line up on every fade.
Like every
he like line up every fade. If it's 10 fades, you fight 10 niggas. That's what it is. I'm like, yo, that shit is wild, yo.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to the people that I knew that's from out there. You know what I mean? That's how they really like grew up. They grew up like fighting. I mean,
so your man learned how to squabble.
You know what I'm saying? Teach your man how to squabble. You know what I mean? Shout out to the people that I know that's from out there. You know what I'm saying? They just do that. You could just I mean, but at the same time, when you think about it, it's better than the alternative, better than just automatically just shooting somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? If we from different people, if we from two different groups that got differences, all right, us just fighting and then just moving on be easier than to just we shooting each other as soon as we see each other.
Right.
So when you think about it, it is kind of a better solution to just automatically just picking a gun up and shooting somebody.
Right.
All right, I might see you and me, we from two different sides that got differences, but instead of just automatically killing each other, we just gonna fight.
Right.
Whoever win, whoever lose.
Right. Right.
That's what it is. So when you think about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's crazy when you think about because I know some people that grew up out there and that's what they do. They fought. You know what I mean? But you think about they still around and alive to tell it.
Yeah.
But here, motherfuckers just shooting each other. I'm like, God damn, man.
Shoot first, ask questions later, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, shoot first and fucking become a rapper and talk about it.
Yeah, that too. That too.
You know what I mean? Like, what?
That too. That too.
Like, what? Yeah, but that right there. Yeah, you wanted something because man, you said rappers. I mean, you said podcasters sign a record company. Yeah. People want to do what the hell they got to do.
Yeah, they got to do what they got to do. That's another way to break your artist. Your artist got something coming up instead of you running all around. If we build this podcast up to a massive audience, now you come on here, you announce the next album. You just keep it going like that. Then as you got signed new artists, they come on to the show and you just keep the shit like that. And that don't gotta be the end all be all for the podcaster. You can still do your thing and talk to this, but when we got something that concerns the company, then you come back and we deal with it like that. Yeah. Yo, I do think that's what's gonna happen. You think about it, we on the same platforms as these artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We on the Apple, we're there. Spotify, we're there. We on the same platforms with y'all. And not to say like we better than y'all, but y'all garner the attention for a 5 to 10 minute song. We do hour-long episodes and gravitate audience for that long. We do these shits once or twice, some people 3, some people every week. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do think there's going to come a time where people are like, yo, we need to grab these podcasters. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. It's already podcasters and certain petitions like, why can somebody put a music on the platform and they get paid from the music? When we bring an episode here, we don't get paid from the episode. But you can attach the same advertisements to the end of the song and the beginning of the song that you do to our podcast. So yeah, it's going to come a point where as a podcaster, you may have to start getting paid, from these streaming sites. Yeah. I ain't saying it's going to be nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Nothing like, nothing like you life-changing, but you might make a couple of dollars. You might make $1 or $2 or something like that. You know what I mean? A couple pennies for every listen. So yeah, that listen, podcasting is still fresh and new. People still trying to understand it. And there's a lot of people that's just with money in their pocket, sit back, watching, trying to figure out how they can get in.
Mm-hmm. The bidding for Ern and Iso starts now.
I thought you were gonna give a price. I'm about to say it starts at. I'm about to say
no.
Like, Yeah. Was it any like labels that you ain't fuck with back in the day?
What you mean a whole label?
Yeah, I mean, because certain labels that I wasn't really fond of. I ain't gonna name the name.
Now you ain't gonna name the name. I can say exactly what I don't fucking like. You scared to fucking death to say some shit on
I'm just saying. I ain't scared to death. I said a lot of shit.
Like,
I said a lot of shit since we had these mics.
Yeah, but come on, man. I ain't gonna say no names, but then ask me. What fucking? Hold on.
You already jumped out there. I figured since you already out there,
I ain't gonna say no names, but then ask me.
I'm gonna toss you a parachute. See you on the ground.
What the fuck are you talking about? How you ask me, but then not say nothing? That don't make no sense to me.
Nah. There's a couple labels that I wasn't really fond of.
I never thought about it. I never thought about like, do I not like the whole label? I never thought like that.
I feel you. Because certain labels just embody, like, remember how we talked about before how, and it's crazy that you said that. Shit, that's why I sent you the drink before you said it. Because when Dame was talking about how I never seen Kanye as a rapper. Like, he said that on the drink. Remember you saying, like, how he just didn't fit the mold of what they was doing? And he said that in the interview, like, I never seen him as a rapper. Because the way I was introduced to him, that's how I seen him. He's like, I was about to drop him. I was about to just drop him like, hey, man, like, I'm tired of you talking about this rap shit, just drop you. You know what I'm saying? He talked about, other things within that the relationship between Kanye and Jay and shit. But at that time, certain labels just embodied the same thing. Like, this is what we do. This is what we do over here. And everybody we bring in, they do this. So for certain labels, it was like, damn, nobody's going to be different out of the label than that. Everybody's going to fit the same mold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me clear something up, because when I put that clip out, people was thinking like that you said Kanye was the first ever to do that. We was talking about when you said that he broke the mold of Rockefeller, and because he was dressing different and everything like that. You never said he was the first ever. You just talking about on Rockefeller.
First ever what?
First ever period to be one of the dudes that wasn't rapping about street shit. Because the comments started coming. What you mean? On where? Period. As a rapper.
What sense would that make?
Bro, I'm just telling you, that's what the comments was saying. I was like,
who would think that though?
What you mean, who would think that? People that was commenting in the joint. I'm like, yo, we were just talking about Rockefeller.
Kanye was the first person to not rap about guns and drugs in hip hop
and dress like that. Niggas giving me listen, some of them joints I show you. This just like this.
Gotta stop and think, man, before y'all comment. Y'all gotta stop and think.
They said, "What are you?"
Why would Kanye? As long as hip hop was around, Kanye was the first person that didn't rap about street stuff. What do you? People really thought that,
bro? They commented. Motherfuckers broke down the whole joint like this.
For nothing.
And then you know what I mean? He wasn't the first one to start wearing polo because the low lives is in New York. And then
all right, man.
The low lives is from New York. A couple of the older guys took on that persona. I'm like, all right. We were just talking about Rockefeller as a whole. We wasn't talking about hip hop.
Man. I understand, like, everybody doesn't like, I guess, break down, absorb information the same.
Right.
But what the hell? Where do that even make sense?
Listen.
That Kanye was the first person to wear polo in hip hop, and Kanye's the first person to not talk about street shit in hip hop.
There's only so much that we can give y'all in a minute long short. It ain't like he could break down the whole.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all take a minute long short and run with that shit like. There was only so much that you could get in a minute short. So click on the fucking video and see.
Stop and think though. That's where y'all got me at. Stop and think. Do that even make sense? Kanye the one that started conscious rap. Fuck that. But if you clip that up, there's people that's gonna believe that.
Yeah.
And believe that that's what I'm saying.
Come at your neck. What are you talking about? Such and such and such.
Right.
Why would he say that?
These are the elements of hip hop. Fuck out of it. Like Kanye, I got a clip that said Kanye started hip hop. Right, niggas on there, hip hop started out in the park. I believe Oh my God. Some of y'all, I don't know if y'all minds be at, man.
You can't say that though, dog. You understand the time that we in, people just take whatever information is given to them, they don't research it. This is why somebody can come on this microphone and say the craziest things.
Yeah.
And people just like, wow, we don't research nothing.
How that makes sense though? What? Dog. People wearing polo before hip hop.
True.
So where in the world did I say Kanye was the first person to bring polo to hip hop?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck y'all talking, man? Listen, I ain't got time for this goofy shit, man. Goofy shit. Yeah, but yeah, that right there was all I'm saying. I mean, listen, stick to that. Like I said, for one, I was 12 back then. And two, like I said, stick with what I stick with. You know what I mean? It was certain songs that everybody loved that I didn't automatically love. That's all it was. That's all it was. That's all it means. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that yo, man. People wow. People wow.
Yeah.
No. No. So Kanye started conscious music. Now you can run around telling people that.
Kanye might even like that.
You know what I mean?
You know what, young brother? Right.
Right.
I did.
When you think about it, I did.
You know what I mean? I did. You're right.
No, we talking about him being the first person that was like, first rapper that was like different on Rockefeller.
Yeah.
So it was.
And he definitely was that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was that, man. But, hopefully, I mean, the barbershop dudes can, chill, go back to cutting hair, man, and you know what I'm saying? Because you have motherfuckers in the stoppable moment and shit. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. And listen, everybody's opinion is their opinion. It don't matter to you. It don't mold your life and shake your life or do whatever it is their opinion. I mean, the best thing about life is that we all are out here and we are all individuals. We don't have to agree on everything together. That's the most beautiful thing about life. But enjoy y'all year, man. Bring it in right. And we out here, y'all. Peace.